Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Salomon Barrios Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, we had a pretty good showing against the Detroit Tigers at home, and then we had kind of a humiliating series of losses against the Cleveland Indians at home, or rather in their house. Angels are currently 4.5 games back of the Astros in the playoff picture for the American League West, and for the wild card, we're only half a game back of the A's, the Athletics, the A's, and the Red Sox in the wild card. So it's not out. We're not out of the picture yet. Clearly, we want to do better, but we're not. We're not totally hopeless, not yet. And there was something that I wanted to show you, as they noted on the broadcast. The broadcasters in the game noted Salomon got Rookie of the Month award honors for both July and June, and he's finally become eligible for Rookie of the Year consideration. So he is .277 average right now with 13 homers and 31 RBIs. Head and shoulders above Reggie Coley here for the Tigers, so here's hoping the Angels get themselves 2 Rookies of the Year 2 years running, or get themselves Rookies of the Year 2 years running. Let's get out here and get it. We got a clubhouse day. We made a couple trades out here, so I don't know that I care too much about the Reds, considering we don't plan to see them all that much, but get out here and talk to Justin Upton, perhaps, and see what we can do. Get up to level 3 Maverick, perhaps. We need to be better. Come on, man. Let's get out here and get it. Okay, and that'll put us out here against the Cincinnati Reds in Great American Ballpark. Let's get it.
Almost set for evening baseball from Great American Park in Cincinnati. Tonight, the first of this quick 2-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Alex Wood is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Play ball. 3.
All right, well, going into the top of the second, Cincinnati's got themselves a run already. So now it falls upon Solomon's shoulders to try to take 1 yard, or at least put a runner in.
We take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, Matty B, we got a couple of
2-seamer down. That's okay.
Very good baseball, D-Row. One of these 2 teams needs to get things turned around and start things off on a good note and win the first game of the series.
It just takes 1 W to put a good taste in your mouth. I'm telling you, I know both teams come in on
Tapped
a losing streak,
the 4-seamer.
Someone puts their best foot forward,
And I was early on it somehow.
This can turn around super quick.
Hey, looking back, go 1. All right, come on now. 1 time. Let it fly, buddy.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup. And he did a good job to get the bat
early on the changeup, a little bit, not too much. That's still a 10-mile differential on changeup and fastball. Changeball and fastball.
Swing and a miss on the
And
changeup.
Salomon just strikes out like a nincompoop. Okay, top of the 5th. Still nothing, nobody on. 1 out. 1-0 score.
Yeah, but it was a good change.
Knuckle curve ball. Oh, my goodness.
Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Get my eyes checked.
And no errors to this point for the Angels.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here we go.
Way outside.
Not on one of those.
1-2. Cincinnati looked lively in this one. After a 5-game skid, it looks as though they're back on track.
You know, Matty V, when you've lost 5 games in a row, you're looking for any ray of light that you can find. And right now, getting out to this lead early could be just what they need to stop this streak.
Oh, no, that would have been a great one to mash. Come on.
Hey, be patient. Stay back.
89 mile an hours? 89 mile. Goodness.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
And
well,
this
that's
is
a
where he's
full count,
especially
3-2.
dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And
a changeup gets me swinging. That'll be another strikeout for Salomon. Put another one on the board.
So here's Matt Kempner. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hit the other way out toward right field.
And Salomon's under it.
Is going to get there.
Still 2-0 here, bottom of the 6th, but running out of innings.
Stepping up to the plate, Salomon Barrios.
All right, you know what? We're going to go ahead and use Showtime here, because really, if you're not going to use it in the bottom of the or top of the 7th when you're down 2-0, when are you going to use it?
Frustrated right now, but it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Now the 2-0.
Okay.
And he just
Change up, bloody change up, right on the outside. And I was still somehow early on that, even though I sat back for what felt like a millennia.
Is laid off up for ball number 3.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in.
Come on.
Fouled off.
Fouled off the 2-seamer on the outside. Still early on that one. I don't get it, Yell.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive to
That's a line shot.
Winker.
And Jesse Winker out there in center field is going to make the catch. For all that it's worth.
Go down 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Okay, so I'm guessing Salomon's getting pulled so that they can do a double switch here in this NL ballpark.
Jose Alvarez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot.
Salomon was replaced defensively in the 7th, but wouldn't you know it, Halos come back to win it.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Angels came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jose Alvarez. Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight we wrap up this brief 2-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Luis Castillo gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for.
Well, they've got Salomon playing 4-hole hitter here. LA's already got somebody in.
He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some.
So we'll see what he can do here. Top of the first.
Take a look at the Reds entering
Hopefully he doesn't get
tonight.
swapped out again.
In the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
We got no outs here.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
2-0 count.
The last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-0 pitch. Lifted in the air.
Bloops at center field, and we're not even going to advance the runner on that contact swing. That is disappointing.
And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup.
Okay, well, Cincinnati ties it up here by the top of the 4th.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Late swing, and that's going to be a fly out to left field, so we're making contact finally, but It's just all going to fielders.
At the plate,
Top of the 5th, 2 out. Runners in scoring position.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
Aw,
With this guy's
Blue,
big
come
power,
on.
He's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
Okay,
and drive
well,
it out of the yard
tell you
to
what,
save
I'll
it.
go ahead and use my showtime here because we got runners in scoring position, and if I were to make some kind of production here, this would be the time I'd want to do it.
Big swing and a
Oh,
miss with the
goodness.
fastball, and he's
Right on
behind
the
in
black,
count
though.
1-2.
You know, the old
Not gonna
adage
hit
is
anything
never
on
throw a
that
lefty
spot.
down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Here we go.
Hit hard towards center.
That's going to get down, so Salomon finally gets himself another base hit. Drives in a run to put the Angels on top. 2-1.
So now time
Pitching
will be
coach
called as
comes
we're gonna get a
out.
visit from the pitching
Then
coach
bring up
here.
Justin
He'll
Bohr.
have to
So
settle
finally,
down.
Salomon gets off the schneid and gets himself a base hit here in Cincinnati.
0 for 1
Let's
for
go.
here in this one. Yanked fouled off to the right.
Hey, come on, guys, let's go. Gotta hold it. Get your plan up there, kids. Get your pitch and drive it.
Liner toward right.
Nice liner to the gap, and Salomon's off to the races. He's going for home. I don't care what that home plate or what the third baseman coach, third base coach says.
Also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Nice 2-run double from Justin Bohr to the wall.
Like this to a hitter of this guy's
Venga,
magnitude,
let's go.
Especially with runners on the bags, he makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Now batting, left fielder, Jesse.
Ohtani-san on the mound.
That's popped up now towards short right field. Barrios
And
is there,
Salomon's
he
got
makes
it.
the catch
Backed
for the
up by
out.
Jonathan VR.
Digging in and looking for more. Salomon Barrios.
right fielder.
He singled his last time up.
Barrios.
First pitch of the at-bat.
And just because we're out here, we might as well.
Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. Duke, a native Texan. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always... Who opens the door every
That's a
time.
liner center field, and that's going to bloop in for a base hit. So Salomon 2 for 4, 2 for 3 on the day.
Amazing career.
Good numbers for him.
He's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
You got to
And
take
I'm
the
sure
hits
he'll
that you
take him,
get.
But the guys on the other side of the
You gotta take the
scorecard
hits
might
that they
be
give you, I
thinking, "We really
suppose."
avoided a worse fate."
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Bohr.
He's running.
Oh, I'm dead.
The throw, the tag, and he is safe on a very
Oh.
close play at the bag.
Bad throw from Tucker Barnhart behind the dish, and Salomon finally gets his second stolen base on the year.
They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope.
Yep,
he gets a bad
that's
jump.
all on Tucker Barnhart there. That was the perfect setup, slide step, pitch out. Just got the throw in the wrong spot for the second baseman. That is unfortunate for them.
Sharply on the ground to the left.
Shallow, no.
Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball.
So
back.
Angels got something going here.
Settling in
Here
now,
in the top
Corey
of the
Dickerson.
seventh.
He's got runners at the corners.
Runners on the corners with only one away. Corey Dickerson at the plate.
It's 1-2.
Swing and a
Two
miss.
strikes and the runners at the corners. This is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
On the ground to
Grounder to second, and he's safe, so that is going to be an RBI fielder's choice. Salomon comes in to run with the run, and that'll put the Angels up 5-2. Let's get it. Sorry, make that 7-2.
2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Heading out towards
Oh, right there to Salomon.
Has it in his tracks.
No problem.
Play, and that'll end the inning. Reds strand a couple. They're down 5. It's 7-2.
Come on, big guy.
And Salomon's back up here in the top of the 8th. Why not? One more shot.
Salomon Barrios.
Michael Lorenzen at the mound. And Salomon just grounds into a ground out. Grounds out to first.
In now for the Reds, Aristides Aquino. There was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul
Thank
ball.
goodness.
And now is Yasiel
Last out of the, or last batter of the bottom of the 9th.
The Reds down to their last strike. High and deep to straightaway right. Barrios going back on it.
Well, poorly timed. Good effort, though. But Yasiel Puig makes it an 8-5 game here in the bottom of the 9th with that home run to the bullpen and gone.
Number 13 for him on the year, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
But Angels still win it. We'll call it a day.
Winners make the rules around here.
I think I got about one more series in me right now, so we are going to take our show to Boston, see what we can do there. Hand-eye coordination, plate vision. I think plate vision's what I got to do. I just got to do it. I'm telling you, I got to do it. That some of these mini games are so easy, but the actual game is so difficult. That's baseball, though. All right, clubhouse day. I guess we could maybe talk some smack to the Red Sox, but I'd rather make friends with Mike Trout. Home run drought. Tune out the distractions, go out there and play. I'm telling Mike Trout what to do to get back on it in his groove for home runs.
A player receives advice about the refining of his game.
Yeah, I need to hit. It's not much use of having a corner outfielder who can't hit. It's kind of useless.
Not exactly ideal baseball conditions with the rain coming down, but first pitch is just around the corner. This evening, an exciting pairing of wild card contenders between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Boston Red Sox. Two playoff hopefuls duke it out for wild card standing. Next. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
The left-handed hitting Andrew
Okay,
Benintendi's
Angels take a 2-0 lead after the top of the first, but first batter we face is Andrew Benintendi. And it's just a fly out to right field. No problem.
Is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Had me scared there that they were going to start going yard and never stop.
Red Sox line up in this one.
I mean, they may yet do that, just not on the first batter of the game.
Now at the plate,
And that'll bring up Salomon Barrios, carrying a pitiful 143 average over the last few games.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they
Late on
can
that
moving
one.
into the later innings.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Change up down and away. Yeah.
Nice little roll right now, Dero. Start this homestand out. They've won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really, really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan.
And two-seamer up and in, swing and a miss. Thanks for playing. Have a seat and get comfortable.
Not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles.
I'll bring up Brock Holt here for the Red Sox.
Near the 300 mark entering play. Heading out towards shallow right. Barrios has a
Line out.
on it, and that
Easy
retires
play,
the side.
easy life. Okay, 3-0 lead here, top of the third. Runners second and third. You better believe it. Skied out. Pop fly to second base. That's unforgivable, man. I gotta, you know, there's a lot of things that I gotta remember about this game to keep from getting too frustrated about it. Things like these hitting results, they're all randomly generated anyway, so even if you have perfect timing and perfect location on your PCI, you're still subject to the whims of the AI, or rather the whims of the engine, to determine whether or not you make it on base.
First pitch coming, here it is. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Playing on a higher difficulty than I'm used to, which means that the timing's more difficult, the pitches are in better spots, mixed up better.
You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes.
Solomon is still a young and very raw player who, despite his pop, and he's demonstrated he has ample pop,
fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
And he fouls
inside pitch that Salomon somehow got to.
Change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Inside slider, no problem.
3-2 now.
Full count.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge
come
pitch.
on.
You can't allow this guy to walk.
Full count still.
Oh, that would have been a good one to crush just off the end of the bat.
He'll try it again, 3-2. He finally
and
wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9.
Swing and a miss.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs.
See, that's the kind of thing that puts me on tilt mode with this dang game. Because I liked.
And that's going to fall for a base hit.
I like to win. I like to do well at this game. And when I don't do well, I feel disappointed and angry at myself.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound.
Well, it is
Salomon Barrios.
3-2 here, top of the 7th.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
Good contact, just a touch early.
Just to the right of Pesky's pole.
Hey, come on now, guys. Gotta hold him.
No business swinging on that one, Salomon. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with me? Goodness.
tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet.
Okay, 3-2 count.
I anticipate this going on very much longer. Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2.
Hard of the plate, and I can't make the swing on it. But see, even there, if I'd had better ratings, it's entirely possible I could have crushed that one for a homer. It's just, you know, the systems are what they are.
At first, 2 out in the inning.
You can get away with a lot more when you have better ratings. Just ask Jason Parham. But strikeout again, and I think that's 3 strikeouts for Salomon here. Gonna have to redeem himself with his glove, I guess. And the game ends as it began, with Andrew Benintendi flying out to Salomon Barrios, and the Halos win it here in Fenway.
He just keeps on going and going.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. This evening, an exciting pairing of wild card contenders between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Boston Red Sox. 2 of the top clubs in the American League face off in a potential wild card preview. Next. Eduardo Rodriguez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge it.
Okay. Benny once again on the bump, or on the plate.
Coming into this start, actually a pretty solid pitcher, and every once in a while he can throw some decent games.
There we go.
There. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox.
All right, top of the third, no runs.
Took an 0 for 4 in the
Let's see who we got.
Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. Guys, this game features the league's best teams that are not currently leading a division. What does this matchup mean to the overall playoff picture?
You know, D-Roll, we're getting late into the schedule right now. This team has had a tough time scoring runs all year. They're going to have to turn this thing around and turn it around really quick if they want to get to the postseason.
Oh, God, I need to figure out those sliders, man. It's just too much for me.
Ones and twos. If you're having trouble scoring runs now, think of what it's going to be like when the monsters are on the hill.
2-2 the count.
Come on, Salomon.
Oh, and this is
nope.
swung on and missed. 4
nope.
strikeouts
Nope.
already.
Not
That's
even a
out
little
number
bit.
2.
Boy, he's having a hard time.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the outfielder who's played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. Barrios back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Oh, man, bases loaded. People forget about things when you hit grand slams like this one.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Coming down
just
in
a touch
buckets.
early on that one.
Dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, what did
I want to put one into Williamsburg, man.
getting sloppy wet now.
But instead, I'm just going to bounce one over to the frickin'
They get the force at the plate.
second baseman for a fielder's choice. Gosh darn it.
Stepping in and ready for another
That is
shot.
frustrating beyond measure.
One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Angel shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, incidentally, we traded away Andrelton Simmons. Traded away Andrelton Simmons. We got JT Real Muto and David Robertson in trade from the Phillies.
He strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Here's Jackie Bradley.
So that's one of the more frustrating things I've noticed recently is that here Salomon is playing a position that's not his native position. And he's not even behind the dude who, he's not even behind the dude who was holding him down at short anymore. So we're going to have a word with our agent in the offseason coming up to see if we can't get switched back to our native shortstop home.
Set. Here's the 0-1. This is skied out toward right. Moving under it, Barrios. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Come on, right here.
Digging in once again, Salomon Barrios.
Oh, grand slam. What the hell? Why not?
Second with a base hit into the outfield.
Don't have the benefit of Showtime anymore, so it's going to have to be natural.
Set and the pitch. And that misses ball one.
Well, I'm not going
The
to...
Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Oh, cutter.
Timing a little off on that one.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Yeah. This is the major, Salomon. It's not enough to just swing and hope for the best anymore.
Are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And in fact, you're just going to bounce over to the frickin' plate again. Dang it.
First is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. Now at the plate,
I guess we should be grateful that we at least still have like 2 outs to go in this inning. So we still have the opportunity to score some runs. But no, just going to ground into a double play ball. Damn it. So the Angels, twice in this game, bases loaded, Salomon Barrios at the plate. He grounds into either double play or a fielder's choice.
Now the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the 2-out throw will not come to pass.
I'm in tilt mode. I might have to take a break here.
Boston strands a couple, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Salomon just has not been the player that his team needs him to be. And honestly, I think he's regressing back to his true talent level, as it were. Crazy start, like just unbelievable start in the majors, but as soon as people start seeing what he can't hit, that's what they start throwing him.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And it's
late on the fastball. Very late on the fastball.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Swing and a miss.
And swinging a...
right by him for the second out.
Well, at least that's some variety on the day. Boston wins it. I'm going to call it a day, I think. So until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.